Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another matinee review, albeit a little bit late due to severe inclement weather and a little bit of illness here on the East Coast. There are certain movies that I schedule that, for one reason or another, I miss, and I could care less whether I miss them or not. Expendables 4 is an excellent example of that. I was battling depression, unable to find the series' first three movies to watch, and I just blew it off. The creator was a very different animal. I was intrigued by the subject matter. I was delighted that it was directed by Gareth Edwards, who directed my favorite movie in the Star Wars saga, Rogue One. I've even seen other works by Edwards, notably Monsters and the 1984 American version of Godzilla. I was intrigued because the lead actor in the film was John David Washington, the son of one of my favorite actors. I have seen some of John David's other works like Tenet, Amsterdam, and Black Klansman. John David is not as good as his father, but he's not a bad actor. He's just inconsistent. I was intrigued because the subject matter is timely, considering the explosion of interest in artificial intelligence since ChatGPT appeared in the consciousness of the public. With all this intrigue, manufactured or otherwise, I needed to get out to see The Creator, a movie I've looked forward to since I saw the first trailer. The subject of artificial intelligence, or alternatively, computer intelligence, has been the subject of motion pictures before. I'm thinking of 1970's Colossus, the Forbin Project, which I viewed a couple of weeks ago. It still holds up today in 2023. Also, 1983's War Games, which I'll watch every time I run across it. It's a fun movie. Edwards and co-screenwriter Chris Weitz have developed a quirky sci-fi story that is part historical allegory and part a look at the shape of things to come. Backed by Hans Zimmer's score, they take us into a future world where there are three species that exist: humans, robots, and simulants, sort of a hybrid of the two. Simulants are humans who've had their essence transferred into robots. In New Asia, these three species fight against humans in North America because artificial intelligence destroyed Los Angeles some 10 to 15 years earlier. Joshua Taylor, played by Washington, is recruited to help them hunt down a doomsday weapon developed by the New Asians. His commander in this quest is Colonel Howard, fiercely played by Allison Janney, who gets to exercise her dramatic muscles in this role. Also appearing is Gemma Chan as Maya, a pivotal player in Taylor's story. However, most impressive is Madeline Una Voiles, who appears as the child we've seen in all the promotional material for this film. She brings an emotional depth that this film absolutely needs. All summer leading up to this movie, and based on its trailers, my solution to the quandary presented was just kill the kid. However, if they did that, they wouldn't need the 2 hour, 13-minute running time. It's not like the antagonist didn't try, and Edwards used every bit of knowledge that he gained in directing Rogue One to fill up that time. Also appearing in an incidental role is Ken Watanabe as Harun, who explains the critical context of why these factions are warring. So, if you follow Mikey Lito Live on Twitter or X, or whatever you want to call it, you already know what I thought about this film. Despite its sometimes disjointed nonlinear storytelling and equally disjointed plot points, I'm giving Gareth Edwards, the creator, an 8 out of 10. Now, what I should have done Oops, not that, but this. Show you the rating scale that I use. Yes, I thought the movie was very good. Uh, so 8 out of 10, an equivalent of 4 stars. Rated PG-13 by the Motion Picture Association for violence, some bloody images, and strong language. The creator is worth a trip to the theater to see an interesting take on humans and their interaction with computers and AI. So, as I always say, watch content, form opinion. You just heard mine, that 8 out of 10, which I will get rid of right now. I'd like to hear yours. So, there's no comments in the chat. Later on, I'll be checking the chat again, and you can always leave a comment down below, and I'll let you know what I think. Moving right along. The matinee show is going to be mostly on Fridays at 10 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, in North America at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. And Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour. I am not going to go see it unless, and that's why I put viewer supported. If you want me to go see it, you need to get together with your friends and people and use this code up there and contribute to the ticket price, because it's $25. I can't afford it. So if you want to know what I think, that's what you have to do. I'm not expecting you to do it, but I don't know. It may surprise me. Who knows? If I do go to see it, it will be on Saturday, October the 14th, because I checked the Friday night booking, and I do mean every seat in the house is taken. Now, aside from that, Killers of the Flower Moon will be premiering on Friday, October the 20th. I think I've been able to book a ticket for the previews on Thursday. So if that is the case, my review will be on Thursday. So you'll just have to check the streaming time on YouTube to see when I'll actually see it. But I do have the ticket already, and I will be going to see it. That is Martin Scorsese's new film, Killers of the Flower Moon, with Robert De Niro and Leonardo DiCaprio. And then for some reason or another, I've been billboarding Five Nights at Freddy's, which ordinarily I would not deliberately go see a horror movie. But since I billboarded it, I'm going to go. And that will be Friday, October the 27th. And then, with great trepidation, on Friday, November the 10th, I'm going to see The Marvels from Marvel Studios as part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 5. They ran previews of The Marvels today. They also ran previews of Aquaman for December. I don't know what to tell you, folks. So that's what's coming up on the show. Be sure and tune in most Fridays right here on the stream. And I know something is missing. Anyway, like, subscribe, share this video. Leave a comment down below. I read all the comments. And you can find me on one of these social media outlets. So look for me there. And until, I think it's October the 20th, when I will be seeing Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon, this is Mikey saying so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Ciao for now.